Okay everyone, I'm just going to try as quickly as I can to go over our sippy cups and bottles and bibs. We went through a lot of referrals and recommendations, and we did a lot of research online, and these are what we came up with and what we prefer to use. So in the beginning, when the babies were born, we have triplets. We actually started with the Nook bottles, but they very quickly reverted to these. We wanted to do the Dr. Brown's bottles, but we just decided against those because of their leaking issues and their many parts that we needed to clean, and we needed to keep it simple with having 3 babies. So we chose the Avant and the Latch. Well, we didn't choose them, the babies did essentially. These are the ones that they preferred, and they were easy to clean. There was only 3 parts. And we had a stash of 24 of these plus, because we would make 24-hour batches of formula, put them in the fridge so that we can pull up as we needed. So that was great. Then we moved on to our sippy cups. These were our first ones. They're the 360 Munchkin sippy cups, and we got them from Babies R Us. They were actually a shower gift and highly recommended by obviously our physician and dentists. We use them for water at the high chair, and the babies, when they sip, will just kind of push down on that and the water kind of dribbles out. And then we were referred to these wonderful leashes by another triplet mom. We bought them off Amazon. They're called Honey Baby. Very easy to use. They work on all of my sippy cups, which is great. We also have used them for some toys as well on the go. They're nice and sturdy, they're pretty patterns, they wash up well, they're easy to use, they've got great little clips. Hands down, from what we could see at the stores, these were the best. So we don't use any juices in our sippy cups. It wasn't recommended by our physician that we even give juice to our children, because a lot of juices have more sugar than pop these days. So we decided just to keep it simple and make sure that we're giving them enough fruit and fresh fruit and pouches and things like that to supplement that kind of thing, and we're just doing milk and water. But we only do water in these cups, and we do them at the high chairs because we find that if they're out and about in the house or in their play yard, and they violently throw these, which before we haven't had these at their high chairs, water would spray everywhere because of just the actual force of the mug hitting the ground, and the water would come out, and quite a bit of water. So these are our high chairs, our training chairs type thing for their mug experiences for when they get older. Our next sippy cup that we went to was the Nubby one. Again, another referral by another triplet mom, and it's a good one really, because we keep 3 of these in the fridge because they're teething now, and it's a nice little nibble they can actually chew on, and when the water is nice and cool on their teeth, they enjoy those. These are the mugs that we take with us on the go as well, because they don't leak at all, and they're quite easy to attach to our new leashes, and perfect little size. They've got little handles and everything, so we enjoy those. Plus all the parts come apart, which is a big deal for us because we don't want to have to spend all this money on a sippy cup that is only just going to mold. Again, we don't put any juices in these. It's water or milk, but for now we're just using them as water. So when you go to clean, I recommend pushing the nipple through the mug. That's the easiest way to get it removed. And when you want to reinsert it, it's easier to line it up with its little hole there and push it through this way. You'll find that it goes together a lot easier. And then once it's in its top, then you want to run your finger around the edge to make sure that it's all connected at the top of your lid here, so that there's no leaks. I find that's the only thing that you really have to monitor. Otherwise your mug will leak. So if we just stay up on making sure that all the edges are connected and that the nipple is inserted properly, because it is an odd shape there, then you don't have any leaks at all. We do wash these and let them air dry overnight. And if we do store them, which is a rare occasion, we store them so that all their parts are separate. And again, no juices in these mugs at all, and they're not microwavable, so you can't sterilize them. If you want to sterilize them, I just put them in a bin of hot soapy water and let them soak for a while. You can boil them if you want, but honestly, hot soapy water is sufficient. Our next mugs that we went to, we were debating against this one or the Contigo mug. It's the Bendy straw mugs. We decided against the Contigo that you can buy from Costco for a couple reasons. One, all the parts do not come apart, so again, I'm not spending money on a mug that's only going to mold that I can't clean properly or have to go the extra painstakingly way to make sure that it's clean. And two, the ones that are sold in Canada at Costco, you have to actually push the button while you're sipping, where the ones in the States, you have to just push it to open. So I'm sure that became a leak issue that they solved, but we're not at that stage yet where they can push and suck at the same time. And the only issue I have with these, and it's really not an issue because they don't leak with them, but on the travel to go, just to keep your straw clean, we find that our babies are able to easily pop these off, which means this is probably going to get lost at one point or another. But I'm really not concerned about it because they don't leak, and if I am going to travel with these, I'm just going to put them in a Ziploc bag, so it's not a really big deal. Again, these are sold at Babies R Us in packs of 2, and they're very inexpensive, and we actually quite enjoy them. They picked up on these faster than I thought, and the good thing about these is all the pieces come apart. I did get a little brush that I can shove down the straw and get it clean. That's easy peasy. So our next recommendation are these. You have to get these. These are the Kushies soft top bibs, and they have a nice soft bottom. We had the bib that was shaped like this that was all plastic, and it was like a nightmare for our kids. They hated them. They wanted to pull them off. They wanted to dump it over their head. They were constantly fussing with them. They were pulling them off. They were breaking the little holes because they were pulling so hard. They cried all the time. These is just like a normal bib. They're easy to wash. I just wash it up with their tray stuff when we're done, and we're good to go. And these are from Kushies. Again, I got them from Babies R Us. They're a little bit pricey, but honestly, totally worth it. And they last really well. They've been washed a few times in the sink. I do not put them in the wash machine. I just wash them with our dishes, or in the sink with some dish soap, easy peasy, and then lay them to dry, and we're good to go for the next meal. They dry really fast. So those are my recommendations for today. I hope you found this helpful, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye.